Hi, this video is going to show you how to record and edit audio using Audacity. Before I even open Audacity, I want to make sure that I have my microphone plugged into the computer so that Audacity knows which ones to use for recording. And then I'm going to open my Start menu and just start typing the word Audacity. There we go, we can open that up. Alright, so here's Audacity. The first thing I want to check is to make sure that it is actually using the microphone and headset that I have plugged in, which is the Logitech USB, same with the speakers. And now I'm ready to record. All I have to do to start recording is make sure I've got my microphone on and hit the record button, and it's going to record everything that I'm saying. When I'm finished, I can click stop, and now I have a track of audio. But let's say you want to add something to your recording. If you just hit record again, hit the record button, you'll see it's going to record that it starts a new audio track and they're overlapping, which can create a problem because that means they're going to play at the same time. So I'm going to delete this. And how you solve this problem is you have your cursor and just click at the end of that first recording and start recording again. It will create a separate track, but at least this time they're not overlapping. Another option you have is if I start recording, I can press pause, and that simply pauses the recording, and when I'm ready to resume, I can unpause, and it will start recording again right where I had left off. So now I have 3 tracks of audio. I'm going to delete one by clicking this X just so that it's easier to see, and now I'll show you some of the editing features. So right now, my mouse is the selection tool, and this tool helps me highlight and select pieces of audio that I might want to delete or move. So I can see right here, I have a spot in my recording where I'm not really saying anything, so I think I'm going to edit that out. So I just highlight it with that little hand icon, and then I can use the scissors and cut that out. Another thing that I can do is, let's say I have this piece of recording right here. I can copy that, cut it, and paste it somewhere else inside my podcast. The other tool I think might be helpful for you is the time shift tool. When I click on this, it allows me to slide pieces of audio along their track. You might also have some sound effects or an introduction that you downloaded from a Google Drive folder. To get that into Audacity, you need to make sure that it's downloaded and saved onto your computer. You can go to File, Import Audio, and then I have this saved in a folder on my desktop. It's just a doorbell sound. I'm going to open that up, and here's that sound effect. I can use that time shift tool to move it anywhere in my recording that makes sense. The other thing I might want to think about is I don't want this doorbell to be a really, really loud sound that covers up the sound of my talking, so I'm going to turn the volume down for that. And maybe on my other 2 tracks, I'll make sure that they're a little bit louder so that I can be heard over the doorbell. So now I'm ready to export the audio of my recording. So I'm going to go to File and not Save Project As. This means that you're just going to save the project to come back and work on it later. This might be a good idea if you're not quite finished yet. But if you're all done and ready to turn it in, you're going to click Export Audio. You're going to name it, and make sure that it's an MP3 file. Don't worry about any of these settings, they can stay the same, and click Save. And it's going to start that export. And this is just telling me that all of these separate tracks that I have in Audacity are going to be rendered into one single track altogether, and that's good. We want that. You can fill this information in if you want. You don't have to. And it's going to start the export. So now I have a file that I can share in Google Drive or Edmodo with my teachers and my classmates.